Race meeting. We'll be starting very shortly at 6:11, less than 5 minutes to our first race. Grounds was shortly on parade. You can see an opening show from on-course bookmakers. Currently, Trap 3, Run Woody 1 is your 2-1 favourite to land its first ever lifetime success. 5-2, Marry Amy. 3-1 each of the two. That's Trap 2, Harry's Risk and Funky Forest. 6-1, Broxbourne Flyer. And 8-1, Dunham Gem. That is the opening show. The grounds are now coming out on parade for our opening affair. They will be headed by Buddy Warren's Marry Amy. So here we are, here are the grounds for our first race. As already said, Trap 1 is Marry Amy, owned by Quicksilver, trained by Buddy Warren, weighing in this evening at 26.7 kilograms. Trap 2 is Harry's Risk, owned by Mr. G.J. Cowan, trained by Hazel Kemp. Harry's Risk weighs in tonight at 33.1 kilograms. Trap 3 is the Emma Richards trained, Wendy Richards owned Run Woody Run. This one weighs in at 31.2. Trap 4, the second Emma Richards trained runner, is Broxbourne Flyer, owned by the Ripped Gym Syndicate. This one weighs in at 29.3. Trap 5, a second runner for Buddy Warren this time. Trevor Longhurst owned Funky Forest. This one weighs in at 29.5 kilograms. And finally, Trap 6 is Dunham Gem, owned by Dave Hofton, trained by his wife Jane. And this one weighs 27.2 kilograms. They're your 6 runners then for our opening race. There's 6:11. Going to be off in shortly over 2 minutes' time. As we said, Trap 3, Run Woody 1 is your 2-1 market leader. Yet to win so far is Run Woody 1 in a 10-race career here at Towcester Racecourse. Has been staying on noticeably and did have a trial over the 686 metres on Wednesday morning. Trap 1, Marry Amy. That one's second favourite. This one has 2 successes. Most recent one was in an A9 on the 21st of January, down to A10 today, so dropping class from that success. And then we have Harry's Risk and Funky Forest. Again, neither of these have yet to taste success in 7-11 runs respectively, so they're still relatively lightly raced in terms of racing careers, still in their trade. The most experienced one is Broxbourne Flyer in Trap 4, 70 races, 6 wins. And finally, Dunham Gem. Again, another one that hasn't yet to win in 17 starts. So, not a lot of winning form on show for some of these. Opportunity for one or two of these then to get their first win in their careers, up and running. Just to say now that Trap 1, Mariam is your clear 5-2 favourite. It's 3-1 each the two. Now Run Woody Run drifting out to the original show from 2 to 3-1. Also Harry's Risk. As the grounds are going behind the traps. Less than a minute to the off then for the first race. Less than a minute to the off. And we have Gemma in charge of things down there on the track this evening for us. She'll be your starter of the evening. She'll be overseeing the grounds be loading up for this first race then. You'll then see her proceed to the front of the traps and indicate the grounds all facing the right direction, and the hare will be sent on its way for our first race. So the grounds have been instructed, the start's been instructed to load the grounds up by the stewards, so they're about to be loaded up for our first race then. On a rather chilly evening here in Northamptonshire. All in then for our first. The all clear signal's been given. The hare's on the way then for our first race this evening. A grade of A10 over 480 metres. And we're off and racing. And Trap 6, Dunham Gem on the outside is fast away. So hotly in pursuit is Trap 5, Funky Forest. There's the 2 dogs on the outside, 5 and 6, and Funky Forest Pushes 6 out the way and goes in front. So down the far side, it's Funky Forest for Bernie Warren from 6. Dunham Gem. Here's the second Bernie Train one. The favourite, Mary Amy, and 2 Harry's Risk closing and goes to the third bend. Then it's a 1-2 for Bernie Warren. Funky Forest and Mary Amy. Mary Amy's a strong running sort. She brushes aside a Kennel Companion, hits the front. She's going to be strong off this final bend. 5 will try and rally. Will Funky Forest? He's trying hard, but 1's too strong. 1 beats 5. A 1-2 for Bernie in the first. 1 beats 5 and 3 in our opener at Towcester this evening. Can confirm your official result for the first race. Winner is Trap 1, Mary Amy. Second was Trap 5, Funky Forest. Third was Trap 3, Run, Woody Run. 153, the odd numbers there in our opener here at Towcester this evening, 6:11. We'll review the race now. You'll see the early pace. The fastest start was Trap 6, Dunham Gem. Also Trap 5, Funky Forest going up well. But Trap 1, crucially, Mary Amy had brushed aside the runners on the inside and got herself at a really handy pitch there in third for a ground that has got form over 6 bends and stays this distance very, very well. Funky Forest, looking to its first ever race of its career, still length its own front, but 1 was determined and brave. Brushed aside her Kennel Companion there. You see 5 getting a slight knock there from 1. 5, in truth, did try to come again in the straight, but 1 was far too strong. And then 3 picking up the pieces back there in third. 1, 5 and 3 then. Your first 3 home in our opener this evening at Towcester. So your full order finished then for opening. Opening affair, the 6:11, the A10 was 1, 5, 3, 2, 6 and 4. That's 1, 5, 3, 2, 6 and 4. Your distances were 3/4 of length, 3 1/4 lengths, 1 3/4, 2 lengths and a head. And your winning time was 30:08, 30:08. Track a little bit on the slow side this evening at the moment. The SPs, the winner was your 2-1 favourite, was Mary Amy in Trap 1. Second was Trap 5, Funky Forest at 7-2. And third was Trap 3, Run, Woody Run at 3-1. That was the opening race for you then. Our second race will be at 6:26. A grade of A8. 6:26, a grade of A8. Our next race for you. runners then for our second race. A grade of A8, it's off at 6.28. In trap 1 is the Mr. Mark Wallace owned and trained Bally Fin Jade. This one weighing at 26.5 kilograms. Trap 2 is Mystery, owned and trained by Jim Reynolds. This one weighing in at 26.5 kilograms. Trap 3 is Mooncoin Legend, owned by the Cool Runnings Racing, trained by Richard Yates. 34.4 was this one's weight this evening. Trap 4 is Kerry Road Fifi, a second Jim Reynolds train runner, and this one weighing in at 24.7. Trap 5 is Brock's Pandora, owned by Mr. D.W. Brockley and trained by Hazel Kemp. This one weighs 28.6. And finally, Trap 6 is Crossfield Hull, owned by the Milton Keynes Racing Club, trained by the informed Steve Rayner. This one weighing 32.2 kilograms. They're your 6 runners then for our second race. Just over 2 minutes to the off, and we've got an opening betting show, very active market already. Your opening show, Trap 1 was originally the favourite, Bally Fin Jade at 2 to 1. This one drifting out to 5 to 2, has been usurped for favouritism by Brock's Pandora. This one has opened up and stayed at 9 to 4. So Brock's Pandora is just shading favouritism now over Bally Fin Jade. Then in trap 3 is Mooncoin Legend at 3 to 1. It's 5 to 1, Mystery from opening show 4. Kerryhood Fifi is 6 from 5. And the outsider going from 6 to 8 to 1 is Crossfield Hull. So Brock's Pandora is your favourite in trap 5 for Hazel Kemp and Mr. D.W. Brockley. One of 2, it's 5 starts. Back-to-back wins in A9, A8. Defeating A7 last time. Back into 8 company this evening. Must be considered to be a prominent performer in this upcoming A fair. So the original favourite was trap 1. That was Bally Fin Jade. Winner of one of its 3 starts. That was his second race. It beat Bullington Bertie by head in A9. Up to 8 last time. Was made 7 to 4 favourite, but couldn't handle the impressive winner there with Sophie's Eclipse. Did well to beat the rest though, so must be considered a runner, especially donning the red jacket for the 4th time out of 4 races. Another one in the betting is Mooncoin Legend. This one has won 5 of his 30 starts, but never yet won here at Towcester. Was beaten favourite last time, and second the time before that behind Swindler Zeta with favourite A7. So in A8 should be deemed to be competitive. There you go, 3 rounds at the head of affairs as far as the market's concerned. Just to inform you, your regular Sunday night commentator Andrew Lismore is currently guesting on RPG TV this evening as we speak. So those of you Andrew Lismore fans will know that he's actually your expert, Toaster expert, resident expert on RPG TV this evening. Good luck to Andrew this evening, Andy this evening. I'm sure he'll give a good account of himself. Let's see. Just to say, those of you Andy Lismore fans, Andy likes the trap 1 winner here, Bally Fin Jade. Bally Fin Jade, Andy's idea of the winner here of the second race. So we're nearly all in here for our second race. Gemma's waved a flag, the all clear given then for our second race squad of A8, the 6.28. And we're off and racing, and it's trap 5, Brock's Pandora, who's showing best with 3. Mooncoin Legend trying to get up the inside. So 3 and 5 go around the first bend in front, then 1 and 2 crowding on the inside, 4 and 6. So Mooncoin Legend and Brock's Pandora then down the far side for Mystery in third. Going to the third corner, then Mooncoin Legend has a length ahead of Brock's Pandora. Then comes trap 2 Mystery. Then 4 staying on, but a little way behind Kerryhood Fifi off the final bend. Then race on, 3 in front. Here they come from both sides. Mystery up the inside. Brock's Pandora on the outside, and Mystery is going to win. For the first time here at Towcester, at the 17th time of asking, trap 2 wins. Very tight for second between 3 and 5. Can confirm then, the official order of finish was 2-3-5. 2-3-5 as we review the race. Trap 6 Crossfield. That is actually the review of the first race, actually, we're seeing again there. That isn't our second race, so that we're just watching again. Mary Amy going to get the better of Funky Forest and Crossfield Hull down the far side there. Those who missed our first race, we're a bit late this evening. You'll see trap 1 here, Mary Amy, coming at the better of Funky Forest, a 1-2 for Bernie Warren. And that was in our opener. If you struggle to get here for our opening race this evening, little bonus there for you. Just review the first race again for you. Going to review the second race now for you. You're going to see trap 5, Brox Pandora, probably marginally in front of the traps, but 3 showing the better early pace. Trap 2, Mystery, did very well to get the better of trap 1 there on the rails. There wasn't a lot of room, but that was crucial come the final stage of the race. Down the far side there, Mooncoin Legend, holding every chance in the head of affairs. 5, Brox Pandora also, but Mystery, who in 16 previous attempts had yet to win at Towcester Racecourse. That's not to say she hadn't run very well in defeat on numerous occasions, including behind the very impressive way in May last time. And I still agree a sigh of relief there for all concerned to get that elusive first win on her CV. Give you the full order of finish then. The full order of finish was 235.416, 235.41 and 6. A length, a short head, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, a length of 3/4. The winning time was 29.57, 29.57. We are still awaiting the SPs. Once we have them, we'll forward them on to you. And your SPs for the first race, the winner, Mystery, a very generous 5-1. Second, trap 3, Moon Connection at 3-1, and Brock's Pandora and trap 5 returns your 9-4 favourite. Once again, the winning time was 29.57. The full order finish 235.416. 235.416 for our second race. Third race, that'll be a grade of A7 off at 6.46. And the runners approach the traps then. Just around a minute to the off for our third race. It's trap 1 again for our steer expert Andy Lismore. He likes the John Blanco Transpiro's girl here. Grounds behind the traps. So a very stagnant market for our second race. And the stewards are given the start. They all cleared to load the grounds up then for our third race. I see a few hardy souls braving the elements out there on the steps this evening. And keep an eye on Gemma there in front of the traps. She'll shortly give the signal for the hare to be set in motion. Here we go then. So the hare is in motion for our third race, a grade of A7. Plenty of early pace on show here. Keen contested lead for the first bend. The hare has come by the traps on 5 and 3. Pleen Minor, Lily Gallant. So Pleen Minor leads up from trap 1, Spiro's Girl, and 5, Lily Gallant. Crowding in behind, and Pleen Minor goes clear. We're looking for a quick Jim. 1, 2, 1 and 5 have come together. 6 has got one hand, though. Dunham Rio. He's got 3 or 4 lengths to make up. He does stay on very well. So race on down the far side. And Pleen Minor, Dunham Rio looking ominous in behind. Looks between these two. 6 drifting off in behind. How well will 3 stay on? How well will 6 finish off the final bend? Then 3's in front. Here comes 6. 3 taking 6's ground. But 6 is too strong. 6 wins. Dunham Rio. 6 beats 3 and 2. Here in our third race. Can confirm then that your full order finish for our third race. Winner trap 6, Dunham Rio. Second trap 3, Pleen Minor. Third trap 2, Liz Cookie. 6-3-2 in the third race this evening. So we review the race. Say plenty of early pace here on show, and Pleen Minor getting the plaudits here in the early pace battle. Early pace department. Arguably 5, if not slightly ahead. 5 easing into 4, but 3 showing plenty of pace. That did 1 Spiro's Girl. At the second bend, she just comes tangled up slightly with 5. You'll see 5 there jumping over the back of 1, but 6 had moved nicely into second place. He was the strong runner in the race, was Dunham Rio, and he had his sights set on trap 3, Pleen Minor. Just drifting in and in behind, then drifting back out again off the final 2 bends. But even though 3 does come out slightly in the running, slightly taking 6's ground to start with, 6 is 0-2 strong, with 2, Lily's Cookie, staying on nicely back in third. 6-3-2 then. That was your full order finish for our third race. So your full order finish then for your third race then. An exciting finish there here at Towcester Racecourse. The strong running Trap 6 done in Rio. Getting the better of the fast Sterling Early Pace Plea Minor. So 632, 415. 632, 415. A length and a quarter. Two and a quarter. A length and a quarter, 2 3/4, length and a quarter, a length and a quarter, and 3/4 length. They were your distances. And the winning time was 29.75. 29.75. And the SPs were the 4-1. The winner was Trap 6 done in Rio. 3-1. Trap 3, the second Plea Minor, and 5-1, Trap 2, the third, Lady's Cookie. Your winning time once again, 29.75. Your fourth race, one of the, I think, feature racing. This is a D1 top class sprint. This some of the best sprinters here at the track, possibly dogs that have won plenty of open races between them. One of the feature races, and that'll be due off at 4 minutes past 7. That's your D1 over 260 minutes over the far side, just the two bends then, just over there, just by the Gain Ground Nutrition sign there. Of course, Gain step again sponsor the Trainers Championship here at the end of the month. Before that, we have the Stute Electronics Gold Cup starting this upcoming Saturday evening. 36 top class greyhounds. We had some outstanding potential participants trialing this weekend. The likes of last year's dub winner, Stute Missile, I should say, for the sponsors. Bruiser's Bullet, Dorota's Wildcat, Magical Bale, Bubbly Bluebird, King Elvis, King Eden. Tonight, Forest West and Bull Run Bolt, the recent Henlow Maiden dub winner. A lot of top class greyhounds, as I say, have been sent here in prep for this fantastic event over the next 3 Saturdays. 36 top class dogs, 6 heats, 3 semis and a final. And then the following Saturday, top 6 trainers of the country, the Trainers Championship here at Towcester. Once again, another fantastic event. So top class racing all the way now from here, all the way through to the end of May, really, culminating, of course, in the Greyhound Derby final, the first Saturday in June. It's action all the way here at Towcester Racecourse. The next few months ahead, you will get to see the best greyhounds trained by the best trainers in the country and also from across the Irish Sea. Can't wait for it myself. Well, the grounds here on parade then for our D1 race. This is probably one of the highlights of our card this evening. And the aptly named "Tis Sunday," as it is Sunday this evening for Martin Wakefield and Matt Dartnell in trap 1. Heads the parade. He weighs in at 33.5 kilograms. And of course, "Tis Sunday" was the winner of our D1 this time last week. He beats the opposing Union Jack, owned by Mr. John Clark and Mr. Peter Sandbach, trained by G. Knowles. And this one weighs in at 30.1. In trap 3 is Follow Pongo, another impressive winner of a D1 here last week, owned by Mr. Richard Yates and trained by Richard. Banoffee Jasmine, a second John Clark owned runner. This one trained by Mark Wallace in trap 4. 30.1 kilos. This one was third to "Tis Sunday" last week and second to Follow Pongo as well. So this one wants some revenge. A couple of greyhounds from last weekend's racing. Trap 5, Tread Lighty, weighing in a mammoth. Wait for it, 38.2 kilograms. The second Mark Wallace trained one. This one owned by Mr. S.J. Banks and Mrs. E.J. Banks. And finally, Mr. J. Hannafin owned and Seamus Gordon trained Farron Basalt. This one weighs in at 34.7. So the ground's making the way across the far side. Just over 2 minutes to the off then for our fourth race. As I say, a really good class sprint, this one. Had a real good race last week. Union Jack, Banoffee Jasmine and Tread Lightly all matching strides going to the first bend. But it was "Tis Sunday" who sneaked round the inside, outstayed all of them in the end to lower their colours. And the market, as you can suspect, is very competitive. It's 5-2, 5-2 favourite, each of the two. 5-2 joint favourites, trap 2 Union Jack and trap 5 Tread Lightly. The grounds that finished second and fourth last week. It's 7-2 Follow Pongo, 4-1 Banoffee Jasmine, and surprisingly 6-1 "Tis Sunday, the conqueror, the winner of the D1, and 8-1 the outsider Farron Basalt, who's no back number itself. Indeed, it ran very respectably third behind the very, very impressive Asher Corinne on the 9th of February. So, unsurprising, as I say, a very competitive market, very open market for this D1. Greyhounds that have not only won plenty of graded races here, but have been seen competing in open races around the country at various stages. Banoffee Jasmine and Tread Lightly, of course, regular scorers at Romford on a Friday evening. And Follow Pongo, only narrowly, finally got the better of Black Zack at Hove 2 runs back. Black Zack, of course, ran ever saw in our derby here last year in the heat of the derby. Union Jack been mixing it with open races at Romford and Harlow with a good run of form here at Towcester. Of course, he was competing against the best pups in Ireland just before Christmas, when known as Market Brexit, taking on them and giving them all a run for their money from good 3 to 4 bends over there in Newbridge. Under a minute to go then to the off. Interestingly, just a little bit of money for trap 6 here. Baron Basalt for Seamus Gordon in from 8 to 7. So, a little nibble for the outsider. Don't think there'll be many times you'll see Seamus' dog 7-8 to win a D1 here at Towcester. Just tells you the enormity or the quality of the opposition this evening, that he is currently the outsider. Grounds laying up then over the far side. Just the 2 bends then. Here we go. Keep an eye on Gemma in front of the traps then. You'll see her shortly signal across here to the stands. There she goes. Hare's running then. Hare is running for our fourth race D1. The break will be all crucial. And we're racing. And 5 and 6. It's 5 Tread Lightly and Farron Basalt. 5 has raced clear out the traps, come right across the field. And the big long striding Tread Lightly is in front. Farron Basalt in behind, the one that was money for. Off the final bend, though. Tread Lightly flashed out the traps. That big orange jacket. 2 is trying hard, but 5 wins. 5 beats 2. Tight for third. Tread Lightly then, taking the honours as the top sprinter at Towcester this week, beating Union Jack. And tight for third. As we're about to review this race, I can confirm it's 5, 2 and 6. But it was, look at that, flashing out the traps, racing right across the inside. And after a slow start, you have to say that Union Jack has run really well in defeat. He's still having to get the better of Tis Sunday there, but it was that fast start. He's got a lovely long stride, hasn't he, tread lightly. And he's worked his way through the grades really well here. That is now his 22nd win in 76 starts. A ground that started here as a puppy, a novice, done fantastically well, has tread lightly for all concerned. He beats Union Jack, who again ran in defeat for that one now. A string of seconds in that one, CV, and 6th, Farron Basalt. There was a little nibble for in the market, but the market got it right in the way because the 5-2 joint favourites finishing 1st and 2nd in our 4th race. Well, your full order finish then for our 4th race was 5, 2, 6, 1, 4 and 3. That's 5, 2, 6, 1, 4 and 3. Your distances were a length and a quarter, a length and a half ahead, 3/4 length and half a length. And your winning time, bearing in mind the slow nature of the scene in this track, was very respectable, 15:52, 1552. And your SPs actually tread lightly, end up at 3-1, so slightly bigger. Can confirm then that the SPs, your winner, trap 5, tread lightly at 3-1, slightly bigger than the 5-2, the last show. Second was your 5-2 favourite Union Jack, and third, trap 6, Farron Basalt, underrunning his odds, I should say, at 7-1. 15:52 your winning time, and that was your 7:04. Your next race is the 5th race, and that is extended 668 metres. That means the grounds do a complete lap of the circuit and then another half again. This is off at 7:21, a grade of S4, so a long distance race for you. Our next race at 7:21. Well, the grounds are on parade for our 5th race. Again, going over the far side. This time, I say 686 metres. Grade of S4. And Bernie Warren had a 1-2 in her opening affair. She's got 2 runners here. Litter Comrades, Litter Sisters, Specs Lady and Ale Mary. Specs Lady in trap 1 is the first you'll see on parade. This one weighing in at 26.7 kilos, owned by Mr. Katie Walker. In trap 2 is Ella Golden for Miss E. Hall, trained by Jim Reynolds. A winner last time, Ella Golden, so in good form. She weighs in at 27.8. Trap 3, Ale Mary, the little sister of Buddy Warren, wonderfully named because she's owned by the Beer Academy. And this one weighs 27.1. Unlikely Diva for Colin Crichton and Jean Lowles in trap 4 with 2 runs back. And this one, well, we had the heavyweight, didn't we, the last race, tread lightly at 38.2 kilos. This is one the whippet of a ground, 22.5 in contrast. A tiny little thing, but like you did, but she's got a big heart and she stays well. Trap 5, Caro Nipper for Reggie Alder. Trained and owned by Reggie, 31.7. And trap 6 is Santa's Oran, owned by the Milton Keynes Racing Club, trained by the informed Steve Rayner. This one weighing in at 26.7 kilograms. They're your 6 runners then for our 5th race. The betting show came through. We had a very, very short priced favourite. The shortest priced ground so far of the evening, I think. That was trap 3 here. Ale Mary. Second last time to Droopy's Tempo. Got beat 2.5 lengths in S4 when 7-4 favourites. Looking to go 1 bet this evening. Hasn't won for a little while, Ale Mary. So looking to win here. The market and after that is second favourite was trap 2. That was Ella Golden at 5 to Ella Golden. Was dropped to S5 last time. Was a winner. And goes back up to S4 today, but she's obviously in good heart and good form. Then we have 2 grounds on 5 to 1, Unlikely Diva and Caro Nipper. 6 to 1, Santa's Oran. Now out to 7 to 1, also 7 to 1 is Specs Lady. So just over 2 minutes to the off for our 5th race. So they'll go over the win line twice this time. Come round once, then once again. So a very short price favourite is trap 3, Ale Mary, looking to go 1 bet and a defeat in this grade last time. The grounds are behind the traps then now for our 5th race. The stewards have sanctioned the loading of the grounds now, so shortly be underway. Once again, keep an eye on Gemma there in front of the traps. Nearly all in then. There you go then, there's the signal. So the hare's running in for our 5th race. And we're off and racing, and 5 is very slowly away. Karanippa is dashing to the bend, and 1's up the inside of 3 and 4, and 3's come round. The favourite, El Mary, takes the lead then. So 3 leads from 4 Unlikely D. The 6 Santazor, and the 4's checked back now, and it's 2 Ella Golden. So El Mary's got a 3-length lead from Ella Golden. Crossed the line for the first time. 5's made up ground. Karanippa after that slow start, then 6, then 1 and 2. Getting checked up behind 1. Down the far side. El Mary, 3 lengths clear from trap 2. Ella Golden, then trap 5. Comes Karanippa, 1, 2 and 1, 4 and 6. From the final 2 bends, then El Mary still 3 lengths in front. Karanippa now moving into second place. He could be a big threat. He stays well for Reggie. Here comes 5 round the outside. He's hitting the front. 5, Karanippa's going to win. 5 beats 2 and 3. Can confirm then. The full order finish 4, race 5. Winner trap 5, Karanippa. Second trap 2, Ella Golden. Third trap 3, El Mary. 5, 2, 3. And the time there, 43.61, 43.61. Review this race. The first thing you'll notice is the orange jacket at the back of the field. He comes out at least a length behind the field, doesn't he? Trap 5, Karanippa. Here we go. Look, you see, there he is, very, very slowly away. But staying is the name of the game. And El Mary did well to get herself past the little sister at the first bend and gets the front. And there she goes. Over the line first time. Ella Golden's there in pursuit, but 5 has done well to get himself in a good position after that slow start. He's third there. And it was whether or not El Mary could see this out from the front. She's still some 3 lengths clear from Ella Golden. And he's still got a bit one-paced in behind, isn't he, Karanippa? But now here he comes. He hones in. First he gets the better of trap 2. Now he's got El Mary in his sights. Off the final bend. High, wide and handsome. Too strong is trap 5, Karanippa. 2 stays on second, and 4 after a pretty luckless run early doors stays on well again. Is trap 4, Unlikely Diva. But your winner, the Reggie Order, owned and trained, Karanippa. Full order finish then for race 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1. 5, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 1. 2 1/4 lengths within distance. Then it was half a length and a quarter, 2 lengths and 2 1/2 lengths. That's 2 1/4, half, a length and a quarter, 2 and 2 1/2. And 43.61 was your winning time, 43.61. The winner, Karanippa, returned a very generous 5 to 1. Second was Trap 2 Ella Golden at 5 to 2. And third was your 5 to 4 favourite, El Mary. Next race, race 6, is the 737, grade of A7. And it sees the nap of Studio guest and Lismore, trap for Wizzy Devil. Arguably would have been a winner last week, barring the little hiccup. Looks to atoned as Wizzy Devil tonight in the upcoming race 6. So here are your runners. 4, race 6, grade of A7. Headed by trap 1, Knockadoon Mole, owned and trained by Jim Reynolds. Knockadoon Mole tipped the scales this evening at 27.5 kilograms. Trap 2 is the Ray Cross and Richard Yates owned and Richard Yates trained Ballycannon Bob. This one, 34.8 kilograms. In trap 3 is the Bill and Jelly McCall owned Mark Wallace trained Swift Cayley. This one weighs 27 kilograms. Trap 4 is your hot pot favourite, short price favourite, is Wizzy Devil, owned by the Wizzy Syndicate, trained by Kevin Hutton. And this one weighs 31.9 kilograms. Saffron's Honey, a second Mark Wallace representative. This one owned by the Mark Wallace Greyhounds Racing Club. And Saffron's Honey weighs in at 34.7. Trap 6 is Moody Scooter, owned by George and Mike Burton, trained by Kevin Hutton. And this one, 33.4. There are your 6 runners then. 4, race number 6, less than 2 minutes to the off then. An unsurprising short price favourite is trap 4, Wizzy Devil. Was the process of going around clear last week when we had the unfortunate mishap with the hair. Looking to atone here. Dominating the market. And it's 5-1 bar 1. That brings in trap 1, Knockadoon Mole. And now trap 6, Moody Scooter. 6-1, Ballycannon Bob. From 8-1, a bit of support for that one. A Grand, of course, who on his best form back in the day was far better class than this, but he's struggling these days. But a recapturing of his old form would give him a big chance here. 7-1, Swift Cayley, and 7-1, Saffron's Honey. Saffron's Honey, a little brother to Tread Lightly, who won earlier, so looking to keep that one in the family, as they say. But this all about trap 4, Wizzy Devil. Less than minutes to the off then, for race number 6. Well, once again, the stewards have indicated at the start that we can load the grounds up for our 6th race. It's about halfway through the card now when we completed this race. So it's a grade of A7. And your very short price favourite is in trap 4, Wizzy Devil. It's the nap of Andy Lismore, the studio guest on RPG TV this evening. Of course, Andy, one of our normally resident racecourse commentators. You normally hear his dulcet tones this time of the week on a Sunday evening, and also Saturday morning, Saturday evening, and Friday evening. Well, they're all in. Keep an eye on Gemma. There she goes. The hare's running in for race 6. Here comes the hare. And we're off and racing, and 5 is fast away, Saffron's Honey. Hotly pursued by the favourite, Wizzy Devil. So 5 from 4, 6, 3, 1 and 2. 4 drifting off behind 5 there. So Saffron Honey's hit the front from Wizzy Devil. Then trap 3, Swift Cayley down the far side then. Wizzy Devil going up for a run on the outside of trap 4. The favourite, the short price favourite, round the outside. He's hit the front now, Wizzy Devil, from the strong running Swift Cayley. He's looking to atone for his misfortune last week. It's the nap of Andy in the studio. It's top tipping by Andy because trap 4, Wizzy Devil wins. 4 beats 3. Very tight for third. Leave that to the judge. We can confirm then your full order finish for race 6. Winner trap 4, second trap 3, third trap 6. 4, 3, 6 then for the third race. As we review race 6, it was the orange jacket, wasn't it? Saffron's Honey, like her little brother. Tread lightly, like a bullet from a gun at the traps, but 4, Wizzy Devil has secured a good position. He does drift off the back of 5 here at the first bend. 3, Swift Cayley shooting in front. And down the far side, he goes for a run on the outside here, which probably wasn't the world's worst thing. Made things less complicated. He actually probably takes the ground of Saffron's Honey. There's left Swift Cayley in trap 3 to stay on for second. And in the end, Moody Scooter just gets the better of trap 5, Saffron's Honey, for third place. So Wizzy Dev, as I say, making up for misfortune last week. There is the photo finish print to confirm that trap 6 got the better of trap 5 for third for your TriCast purposes. Your full order finished then for race 6. 436, 5, 1 and 2. 436, 5, 1 and 2. The distances were 2.5 lengths, 2.25 lengths, a short head, 3 3/4 lengths and half a length. And winning time was 29.13, 29.13. The SP of the winner was 4 to 5 favourite. Second was trap 3 at 7 to 1. And third was trap 6 at 5 to 1. Well, that's your full order finish then for race 6. Race 7. Next on the card, another sprint, so back over the fast. This is your 2 bends, a grade of D2. That's at 7:54, race number 7. Here they come then. The grounds are on parade for race number 7. Say a D2 over 260 metres. The grounds will be going straight over to the far side then. And leading the parade this time is the Emma Richards trained Wendy Richards own Trap 1 Killane Act. Weighing in at 33.8 kilograms is the red jacketed runner. In Trap 2 is Boyle's Bolt, owned by Miss Lorraine Parry, trained by Paul Potty Philpott. 34.6 is the weight for Trap 2. Trap 3 is Penny's Tetra, owned and trained by Miss Heather Dimmock. 29.2 kilograms. Trap 4 is Miss Hunter, owned Mr. J. Henderson and Mr. N.J. Henderson, trained by Jean Lyles. 26.4. Barnish Crown, a second Wendy Richards owned Emma Richards train runner in Trap 5, weighed at 34.7 kilograms. And finally in Trap 6 is Saltin Bango for Mark Wallace, owned by Mr. MJ Licence and Mark Wallace himself. And this one weighs in at 33.4 kilograms. There are your 6 runners then for our D2 race. And the current market leader is Penny's Tetra in Trap 3 for Heather Dimmock. Had a trial at Harlow on the 21st of February, so that was, I think, was it Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. Prior to that was a very unfortunate 4th behind Take Cash for Cash last Saturday morning when 3 to win a D2. See, early pace challenge to bump running, very much to the fore there. Didn't quite get them on the race and looking to atone here, hence why the market is being led by her. Next in at 7 to 2 are Traps 2 and 4. Boyle's Bolt and Miss Hunter, both winners of D3s last time. Boyle's Bolt dropping down to D3 for probably, I don't know, for the first time in his career or for a long, long time for Boyle's Bolt. And he was 5 years of age, turned February, or this month. So he's still doing strong for all concerned and has a very healthy strike rate, does Boyle's Bolt. While Miss Hunter, in contrast, 3 years younger. That was the second in 7 starts when she beat Penny's Mountain by 3/4 on Saturday morning. Then we have Trap 1, Killane Act. This one hasn't won for a little while, but been consistent, keeps handicapping itself with slow starts. Well done in Trap 1. Saltin Bango, another one of the Tread Lightly and Saffron's Honey Litter, and then Barnish Crown in Trap 5. There are 6 runners then for our 7th race. Going over to the far side, very shortly be loaded up for our D2. So about to load up then. Just less than a minute. The ground's behind the traps. Can tell you that in form. As Lismore had his nap the previous race. He's going for Trap 3, Penny's Tetra here. For Andy. Shrewd judges are Andy. Apart from when it comes to picking football teams. Well, the nod's been given by the stewards to the starters load the Greyhound, so very shortly we'll be underway for our 7th race. Market dominated by Trap 3, Penny's Tetra for Heather Dimmock. Keep an eye on Gemma in front of the traps for that all-important, all-clear signal. There you go. So the hare's running for race 7. A fast start, all important. And we're racing. And it's trap 2, Boyle's Bolt, the experienced campaigner who leads from trap 4, Miss Hunter. 4 coming across 2, then Miss Hunter goes on. Here comes the favourite now, Penny's Tetra, up the inside of Miss Hunter. 3 takes it up from 4. 1 stand on the inside. It's your favourite going to win. Another one for Andy. 3 beats 4. Close for third. Can confirm 3-4-5. Here's the review that it was trap 2. The old Bowles Bolt was best in front for Miss Hunter, showing the best early pace. This stage, the favourite, a little bit to do, but got a lovely run through on the inside and takes up off the final bend. Didn't get them in the race last time. This week it did. 4, Miss Hunter comes back to get second, and 5 outstays 1 for third. One more replay then of race number 7. And Penny's Tetra had no fortune last week. Had a lot of good fortune this week, didn't it? After a missed start, got a dream run through there when 4 come across 2 and checked him up. And the race opened up nicely. But in fairness to Penny's Tetra, it went away and won very well indeed in the end from probably a shade unfortunate 4, Miss Hunter possibly. One or 2 people might make a note of for next time. Well, your full order finish there for race 7 was 3-4-5-1-2-6. 3-4-5-1-2-6. A length and 3/4 short head, half length and half length again with your distances. A length and 3/4 short head, half length twice. Your win time was 15.93, a little on the slow side, but of course a slightly messy race. The SPs 2-1 favourite, Penny's Tetra, back to back winning favourites then. 2-1 favourite, Penny's Tetra, for Heather Dimmock. We had 7-2 Miss Hunter and 7-1 Barnish Crown. Winning time once again 15.93. Race 8. A big race for those in the studio because both Errol and Carn Hughes, the 2 resident RPG TV members of the team this evening, have both napped trap 1 Forest Blossom. So a lot of people's hopes resting on trap 1 Forest Blossom in race 8 for Kevin Hutton. Grounds behind the traps then for race 8. Your favourite is in trap 1, Forest Blossom, 5 to 4 from 6 to 4. 9 to 2, now I too can. 5, 4 to 1, Donna Mercury, 5, Kurt Cornwall Red, 6, All About News, and Cougar Club. Short price favourite in trap 1. It is the nap of both Errol Blythe and Kyle Hughes in the studio. So even money other favourite, harding all the time. People rowing in with the guys in the studio. The stewards have said load the grounds up to the starter. So it'll be long before off. Nearly all in then. Keep an eye on Gemma in front of those traps. Waiting for that signal. There she goes. Hare's running for race 8 then. It's good luck to Errol and Khan. And good luck to Forest Blossom. And we're off and racing, looking for the favourite inside. It's trap 3, Get Cool My Reg, who leads up, but 1 is well placed on the inside. They go around the first 2 bends, and the favourite's gone on. Trap 1, Forest Blossom, eases away to the front, down the far side, then in pursuit of traps 2 and 3. 5, Cougar Club coming with a run, but Forest Blossom has a 3 to 4 length advantage. They're getting into the penultimate bend. Here come Cougar Club, and I too can. 5 is staying on well. He's got 5 lengths to make up. Forest Blossom's in front, Nap in the studio. Anything Andy can do, so can Carl Errol. Nap landed, 1 beats 5 and 4. Confirming full order finish then. 1, 5 and 4 for race 8. 1, 5 and 4. We review race 8 then. It's Naps galore in the studio. Nicely away was the Reg Actor. Always well placed. 3 headed her into the fair. Get Cool My Reg. 2 races up as well. But she eases away around the inside, ran the first 2 bends. And runs a lovely bend, doesn't she? And soon opens up a 5 to 6 length advantage down the far side. Credit goes to both traps 5 and 4 for trying their best to give her a race. But she didn't relent in front. She kept up the gallop well, didn't she? As hard as 5, who stays well. Kuklum tried. He couldn't get anywhere near her. I too can. And a comfortable success in the end for trap 1, Forest Blossom. Well, your full order finish then was 154, 326, 154, 3, 2 and 6. The winning distance was 2 1/4 length, then 2, 4 3/4, short head, 4 3/4. Winning time was 28.85 to 85. Your SPs were the winner, hard into an even money favourite. 6 to 1, trap 4, and 6 to 1, trap 5. Winning time once again, 28.85. That's race 8, race 9 is next on the card for you. Back over the 4 bends again. A5, the grade. That'd be at 28 minutes past 8. your grounds for race 9, headed by Velvet Honey, trained by Kevin Hutton, who had our previous winner, owned by the not magnificent 7. This one weighs in at 28.2 kilograms. Trap 2 is Gabrielle, owned by Hazel and trained by Hazel Kemp. And Gabrielle weighs in tonight at 30.4 kilograms. Trap 3 is Rumble Rocky, one of 2. Seamus Gorn training grounds, owned by Mr. G. Carney and Mr. Teddy Howard. Rumble Rocky. The weigh-in for Rumble Rocky is 35.6. Merlin's Piper, second. Hazel Kemp, owned and trained greyhound. Merlin's Piper, 35.1. Mixed Benefit, owned Mr. Freshwater, trained by Kevin Hutton. Mick Freshwater, trained by Kevin. This one, 32.7. And Best in the West, owned by Miss Molly Arnold, trained by Seamus Gorn. Best in the West weighing at 35.5 kilograms. They are your 6 runners for race 9. To say that Trap 5 Mixed Benefit is Andy Lismore's lay of the day in the studio, so Andy not wanting to this one oblige here. But the market is headed by Trap 4, Merlin's Piper, who stumbled away his chance last time. As I speak, he's now joint favourite with Trap 5 Mixed Benefit. So they're your joint favourites. Traps 4 and 5. So he stumbled his chance away. Merlin's Piper last time. He stumbled badly starting his card. That was his second run back since the middle of November. But he has got winning form at this class. Prior to that, had run in higher class than this. Has to be respected in this upcoming affair. Mixed Benefit won its first race in 9 starts last time here at Towcester. He's a half-brother to Al Mary, specs later on earlier. He's a bubbly capable. Bred to probably want further than this in time, but nevertheless, that was a welcome first win last time, getting the bed and by, I too can by half a length in a grade of A6 up to A5 tonight. Next in the betting is Trap 1 Velvet Honey. She's down in grade today and got Trap 1. Plenty of early pace this one. As I speak, shortening again into 3-1. An active market this time. A lot of greyhounds seeing some sort of support. She'll look to set the early fractions, Velvet Honey. Probably finds this a maximum trip or optimum trip, so she will be a little bit vulnerable if anything's close to her off the final bend. Gabrielle in Trap 2. He won on his second start, and then arguably a shed unfortunate last time behind Swift Bravo, running in the back of that ground as he came to challenge on the final bend. Looking to atone today with 6-4 favourite then, but a more sportingly priced 4-1 here. That leaves you the 2 Seamus Gorn runners, Rumble Rocky and Best of the West. Best of the West, go with winning form in high class this prior to his absence. 3 runs back, beaten favourite last time. Rumble Rocky, originally here with Seamus, spent tonight, hello, now back here again. There are your 6 runners then for our 9th race. So, Trap 5 is Andy Lismore's lay of the day, but the market, taking a notice of Andy because it's got short in the betting, has Mixed Benefit as the greyhounds are behind the traps. Very shortly, the signal will be given to the starter. It has been given, so the grounds will be loaded up for race 9. In the final third of the card now. Here we go then. Keep an eye on Gemma in front of the traps. There you go, there's a signal. Hare's running for race 9. Looking for the early pace, probably for the red jacket. Velvet Honey. Here we go then. And we're racing. It was 4 Merlin's Piper who's trapped out in front, so 4 leads from 1. Then 3, 5, 6 and 2. So Velvet Honey on the inside of Merlin's Piper. Merlin's Piper on the outside. 3 now, Rumble Rocky getting a good position, as is 5 Mixed Benefit down the far side then, and 1's open up a 3-length advantage. How's Velvet Honey putting the pace to the race? Rumble Rocky's moved into second. He's got 1 in his sights, but she's still 3 lengths clear off the final bend. Can they catch her? Off the final bend. Catch me if you can, Velvet Honey. She's all out in front. Here come 3, 5 and 4, but she's going to win. And no dangers for Andy with 5. 1, 3, 5. I can confirm the full order finished 1, 3 and 5. 1, 3, 5 in race 9. Let's review the race. Well, fast away was Merlin's Piper, but equally well away was Velvet Honey, and she showed a wonderful burst of early middle pace. She glided around the inside here and stole a march down the far side, and pretty much every chance in behind for Merlin's Piper and Rumble Rocky. Mixed Benefit came a bit of run as well, but she put this race to bed with a good burst of early middle pace and good track running. And in behind, the racing was for placings. As she stays on well today, by around about a length there. Nice success for the red jacketed runner. Back-to-back wins for Kevin Hutton here this evening. Your full order finish then for race 9. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. The even numbers getting the better the odds there. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. Distances were 3 quarters, 3 quarters, a length and a quarter, head, and 7 and 1 quarter. And the winning time was 28.99. 28.99. USBs. The winner was your 5-2 co-favourite of 3, Velvet Honey. Trap 3, Rum Rocky 7 to 1. And Mixed Benefit, another one of the 5-2 co-favourites. Once again, your winning time 28.99. 28.99. Your next race, race 10 of the sprint at D3 over 260 metres off at 8.45. Grounds on parade for race number 10. So this is a D3 over 260 metres. And this time it's track 1 is Funnel Flamingo for Wendy Richards, the owner, and Emma Richards, the trainer. Funnel Flamingo weighs 25.3 kilograms. Track 2 is Millbank Gaze, owned by Miss I. Navicki and Mr. AJ Ray. Trained by Heather Dimmock. For 28.1 is the weight. Woody Brownie for Mr. Mark Lowther and the informed Steve Rayner. 3.7, that one weighs. Track 4, Mandeville Like, owned by Mrs. A.H. Broom. Trained by Emma Richards, second Emma train runner. 26.8. Dunham Nova for Dave Houghton and Jane Houghton is in track 5. 28.2. And finally, trap 6 is Faraway Hills. Mr. P. Kehoe's the owner, Jim Reynolds the trainer, and this one weighs 31.2 kilograms. They're your 6 runners then for this graded D3. So, the ground's currently this side of the track, but they'll go across the middle, and then they'll just do the 2 bends coming from the traps on the far side and across the wind line for the first time. And the Betty show's in, so we have 5-1 trap 1 Funnel Flamingo. We have 7-2 trap 2 Millbank Grace, 3-1 Winnie Brownie, 5-1 Mandeville Like, 5-2 Dunham Nova, and 5-2 Faraway Hills. So they're your 6 runners. So the market, affiliate market, is being favoured with the 2 dogs drawn furthest out. Traps 5 and 6, Dunham Nova and Faraway Hills. They both cross paws last Saturday evening behind Alex Maystar with differing successes. Dunham Nova didn't really trap out like it can and found trouble halfway around the track. Well, Dunham Faraway Hills was in the process of just negotiating the first bit in front when getting badly balked. Arguably a shade unfortunate on the bend. Looking to atone here. Woody Brownie in trap 3. A winner 2 runs back, beating the re-opposing Funnel Flamingo by a head then. A good third to Miss Hunter, who's run with distinction this evening, so that form looks pretty good. Millbank Gaze in trap 2. A winner of a D5 and D4. Also in that Alex Maystar race last time. Since had a trial over our extended 4 bend. This is 480 metres on Wednesday morning. And Mandeville Like, again a winner of a D4 last time, up to D3 today. Those are your 6 runners then for our 8.45. 10th race of the card, going off at 8.45. Just over 2 minutes to the off. The ground's over there in the dark. You probably can't see they're going across the far side. They'll re-emerge in the lights over there by the traps, and they'll be shortly be parading there and then loading up for the race. Ground's shortly being loaded. A couple of significant moves in the market. Winnie Brownie is now into 9-4, Photism 3-1. And Millbank Gaze going for a right walk here. 7-1, Millbank Gaze. Winnie Brownie is the favoured choice in the market now. Trap 3. Good third last time to Miss Hunter. Winner last time before that. Gemma's there in front of the traps, just waiting for the signal she's been given. The dog's very quickly been loading up here, so keep an eye on Gemma again. Shortly be underway. There she goes. There's the signal. Hare's running for race 10. Dash for the cash here, just the 2 bends. D3. There we go then, trap 4, fast away, Mandeville Like from 5 on the outs, done them over and 2 Millbank Glaze, but Mandeville Like, he has one over 4 bends in front here, it's strong in a sprint, I don't think this one's going to get caught, races for second in behind, very impressive, plenty of trouble in behind, made no difference, 4 points, very well, 4 beat 6, tight for third. I can confirm the full order finish. Winner trap 4, second trap 6, third trap 3. As we review the race, sharp away was the blackjack. There you go, fast away 1 and 3, making a hash as 6 they did at the start, but Mandeville Light didn't. I know there was trouble at the second bend here involving trap 6, I think it was, which is far away hills. They're just brushing into trap 5 there in turn, a crowd in 2 and 3, but all that was academic, wasn't it? Very impressive indeed was the winner. And just a little treat for you now. We're going to get the photo for third place. There it is. Can confirm that trap 3 there got the better of trap 1 for third place. Well, your full order finish then for race 10 was 46315 and 2, 46315 2. A very impressive 5-length winner was Millbank Gaze. Then it was 3/4 length of short head to the quarter short head. Win time 1588, 1588, and your winner, a very generous 7-1, the SP of Mandeville Like. After a few winning favourites there, one for bigger price backers, 3-1 Faraway Hills, and 9-4 favourite Winnie Brownie. Just 2 races to go then. The penultimate race will be race 11, and that's off just around about 9 o'clock, isn't it? 9:02. That is a staying race. Grade of S3 over 686 metres. And Carn Hughes' Lay is Coosgorm in trap 5. Here come the grounds then for our penultimate race of the evening, race 11. As we say, a 686 metre race. That's an S3. It's over the far side, across the win line on 2 separate occasions. And our parade this time is headed by Trap 1 Dress Code, owned by Mr. Mark Loud, trained by the informed Steve Rayner, and this one weighs in at 30.5 kilograms. Trap 2, Do You Come From a Land Down Under? Wendy Richards owned, Emma Richards trained, rather, and that is 25.6 kilos. In Trap 3, it's the Anne Gorn owned, Seamus Gorn trained. Hey Seamus, quite apt really for Seamus, this one. 31.4. Trap 4, Killer High Blue for the nearly 10, Heather Dimmock. Killer High Blue, 27.3. Mrs. Ellis Clark and Mr. P. Cobbs. Kuwas Gorm, trained by Jim Reynolds, 27.5. And Bodil Chino, owned by Mr. Paul Clark. John Kelly and Mrs. Hazel Kemp, trained by Hazel herself. Bodil Chino weighs 29.5 kilograms. They're your 6 runners then for our penultimate race of the evening. The betting gear dominated by 2 Greyhounds. Trap 3, Hey Seamus, and 5, Kuwas Gorm. They open up 2-1 joint favourites. Now Hey Seamus is your clear favourite. Hasn't won for a little while as Seamus Gorn's runner, but he would be far better class these at his best, and a respectable run behind a much improved Dundrum Billy last time. A reproduction of something similar to that with his early middle pace should probably be good enough here for Seamus. In Kuwas Gorm, though, he takes a ground that does win its fair share races. This one, though, is Khan Hughes' lay of the day in the studio, so the Khan will be hoping this one comes up short here. Next in is Killer High Blue. Killer High Blue succumbed the power pack finish of Lug Hill Teddy last time. Did Heather Dimmock's train runner, but once again, this one we're trying to set the early fractions, go off in front. Dress Code was a winner last time up in Grey, but got Trap 1 again. Landon Unn had a double successes in the early part of February, beaten last time. And Bodo Chino completes lineup for Mick and Hazel Kemp, second to Dress Code last time. He completes the sextet here for our penultimate race. Let's say the market being dominated by Traps 3 and 5, 2-1, 9-4. As the grounds have made their way with the far side, just around about a minute before the off of race 11. The stewards are going to start the nod to load the grounds up then for our penultimate race, race 11. Once again, 668 metres, so 686 metres, I should say. So a crosswind line for twice the second time is the all-important time. Clear favourite now is Hey Seamus. Keep an eye on Gemma in front of those traps. She's waving a flag. There she goes. Hare is running for race 11. Here comes the hare. And we're off and racing, and 5 flashes out. Kuwas Gorn, so 5 leads from 4. Killer High Blue, then 1 Dress Code 3. Hey Seamus making up ground. Bodil Chino and really struggling. It's Land Down Under. So Kuwas Gorn, Khan Hughes, lay of the day, is sweating in the studio at the moment. It's gone 3 lengths clear of Dress Code. Then comes Bodil Chino. Then it's 4 and 3. Round the top 2 bends then. Still got a little way to go though. And it's still Kuwas Gorn in front. Dress Code though, moving up menacingly in second. The winner last time, looking at back-to-back wins. Then Killer High Blue, Hey Seamus and Bodil Chino. Going for the penultimate turn. 1 getting up the inside of 5. He gets up inside as Dress Code. He's got inside Kuwas Gorn. 4's coming on now. It looks as though it's going to be back-to-back wins for the Steve Renner train. Dress Code, he's going to win. He's going to win well. And no worries for Khan. 4 plus 5 for second. 1-4-5. Can confirm your full order finish 145. The official order for race number 11. 145. We review the race again then. Wasn't he fast away? Coos Crom. But 4 Kilo High Blue got into second then. Dress Code worked it well. Got a lovely run through on the inside. Did the red jacketed runner for Steve Rayner. A winner last time was Dress Code. Back-to-back wins here. Coos Gorm, often as it does, sets the early pace of these long-distance races, Coos Crom. But down the far side, moving immensely into second place now was Dress Code. Gets a nice run through at the third bend as 5 obligingly stays middle, brushes that one aside, and goes to the scores and scores well. In the end, Killer High Blue runs on for second, giving us a 145 in our penultimate race this evening. Well, the full order finish then for race 11 was 145.36 and 2. 145.36 and 2. The distances were 5 lengths, half a length, 1 and 3 quarters, 3 and 29. Winning time was 42.87. 42.87. And the SPs there were 5 to 1 you win the dress code, 3 to 1 Killer High Blue, and 3 to 1 Cruise Gone. That brings us nicely on to our finale, race 12, grade of A2, off at 9.19. Well, we've reached the finale, ladies and gentlemen. The last race of the evening, race 12. The 6 runners are out there mingling on the grass. So we'll give you the 6 runners on the weights. Headed by trap 1, Siderian Dino. Owned by the Siderian Syndicate. Trained by Mark Wallace. Siderian Dino weighs in at 34.4 kilograms. Trap 2 is Cragbyron Ranger, Mr. KJ Richardson, trained by the Informed Steve Ranner. Steve had our previous winner dress code. Looking for a quick fire double here. 32.8 is the weight of Cragbyron Ranger. Kilgraney Bray, owned and trained by Hazel Kemp. This one is 7-2. 5 in trap 3, sorry, at 33.4 kilos. Trap 4 is Rockburst Ian for Kevin Hutton, Mr. I.S. McGuinness. This one is 34.1 kilos. Trap 5 is Plan Ahead, and Mr. Emmy Lloyd, trained by Wallace at 32.6 kilograms. And trap 6 is Master Kelly, owned by the Birdo Boys, trained by Hazel Kemp, 33.4 kilograms. They are 6 runners for our finale then this evening. The market headed by trap 6, Master Kelly. Master Kelly was a winner of an A2, the same grade, back on the 2nd of February. Beat Tip Top Tara only by the narrowest of margins, a short head, the minimum distance. Getting up in the final strides on that occasion. Master Kelly, a regular scorer, 27 wins from 71 starts. Probably the strongest run in the lineup, so not going to be seen in the early part of the race, but nothing will finish stronger, stay on stronger than Master Kelly. Shortening as we speak into 6-4. Next in the back we have trap 4, Rockburst Ian for Kevin Hutton. Rockburst Ian has winning 4 in this grade as recently as the 10th of February. Like Master Kelly, he got the better Tip Top Tara. In contrasting fashions, that one he made all on that occasion. And will set out and try and do so again. Has the handicap potentially of trap 3, Kilgraney Bray's immediate inside. This one has plenty of early pace as well. Second Hazel Kemp train run. That leaves us Plan Ahead in trap 5. Siderian Dino in trap 1, of course, Cragbyron Ranger, the outsider of the field, in trap 2. There are your 6 runners then for our finale. We're about a minute before the off. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves with us this evening. Been a really nice, great night's action. Race again next weekend on Friday night, Saturday morning, and Sunday evening. Of course, next Saturday sees the start of the Astute Electronics Gold Cup. Some of the best grounds in the country will be competing. What arguably a fantastic event, probably as a potential derby trial. A prelude really for the main event that starts here in May and culminates with the final on the first Saturday in June. Okay, less than minutes to the off now. And there's a bit of a battle on now in the market as we speak. Rockburst Ian is coming in all the time and nearly disputing favouritism with Master Kelly as we speak. Well, Gemma's positioned in front of the traps. Waiting for the final time this evening to give us the all clear. Here she goes. Waves that flag. The hare's running in for race number 12, grade of A2. Strong support for Rockburst Ian now. Usurped Master Kelly for favouritism. How will it all play out? There we go. Then it's 5 in front, Plan Ahead. So 5 on the outsiders leads up from 2, 3, 6, 4 and 1. And Plan Ahead goes round in front. He's stolen a 3 or 4 length lead, but Master Kelly has swooped round in second. He'll be a big threat from there. Then Cragbyron Ranger going into the penultimate turn. It's race on as Plan Ahead leads up Master Kelly. He's checking up in behind. He's looking for a run. He's switching to the outside. He's going to try come round the outside. Cragbyron Ranger's not done with. Up the straight, 5, 6 and 2. Plan Ahead, Master Kelly and Cragbyron Ranger, and gamely 5 holds on. can confirm for your final race in race 12, 5, 6 and 2. Plan ahead beat Master Kelly and Craig Brown Ranger. 5, 6, 2. Here we go, review of the final race, and you'll see the orange jacket first to show. There it goes, fast away. In contrast, a complete hash to start for Rockburst Ian. He tried to catch up. But Master Kelly, slight crowding, but he got across into second place, and from there he looked a big menacing threat. He actually took the ground of trap 2, Craig Brown Ranger. Could have been a shadow unfortunate here, back in third. Going to the final bends, then he's got within a length here. He switches to the outside, looking like it'd be the right manoeuvre. Possibly it gets a bit crowding up the outside of the final round as 5 drifts off him to 6. 2 as well, looking for room. There isn't a lot of that room there, but a game win by the 5 dog. Full finish then for race number 12, 562.341, 562.34 and 1, half a length, a length, a length, 5 and 3/4 and a length, winning time 29.07, 29.07. USP, the winner, trap 5, 6 to 1, second trap 6, 9 to 4, and third trap 2 at 12 to 1. That completes our action this evening. Thank you all for coming, and I wish you all a safe journey home. Good night.